right, well, we're live here. Lambton College men's basketball getting ready to take on the Sheridan Bruins. Tony Frangus going to take the lead here. And Tony, this is a #1 team Lambton Lions are taking on. What do you think we can see here?
With the Sheridan Bruins, what you're going to see is one of the most versatile offenses in all of the OCAA, because this team, 1 through 12, as you go down through the roster, all get a good amount of minutes on the floor and all take a good amount of shots. They spread the ball around a lot. Very good from just about anywhere on the court, and also very good defensively. They're undefeated for a reason, and this is going to be a tall task today, considering that the Sheridan Bruins as well are playing on 10 days rest, whereas the Lambton Lions just got off the court a little bit less than 18 hours ago in a big win against the Conestoga Condors last night.
Now, that being said, in seeing what happened here with the Lambton Lions recently, beating out one of the undefeated teams recently, there's still a good opportunity here for the Lambton Lions, would you say, to beat Sheridan?
One of the things about the Lambton Lions that we're seeing as well is the run-and-gun offense. They are starting to play a much faster-paced offense than we were used to seeing from them. Usually a lot of set plays from them, but now you're seeing a lot of fast breaks, good transition game from them. Expect more of that this afternoon, but the Sheridan Bruins know how to defend that as well, so it's a tough matchup for both sides, really. I expect a close game, even though the Sheridan Bruins, margin of victory for them, an average of 42 points. They blow out everyone that they play up to this point in the 2017-2018 season.
All right, well, Lambton College got their work cut out for them, Dan, and action about to get started here underway. For those of you who are watching, thanks for joining us wherever you're watching from. Follow us on Twitter at TVSN World. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, and pretty well everywhere you can pick today. And we're excited to be here to do the first live stream for the Lambton Lions as they prepare to take on the Sheridan Bruins.
You didn't tell me we were live.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to do that?
Oh, well, now the pressure's on.
Oh, Tony, I think you can handle it.
We'll give it a shot. Lambton Lions are going to go with their usual starting five. Xavier Edwards, #1. Brendan Paget, #4. You'll also see Jason Watts, the big forward out of Detroit, Michigan. Third year for him, wearing #43. Keith Laurier will take the court, a very dynamic rookie for the Lambton Lions, wearing #23 this afternoon. Normally, Jason Marshall, the fifth-year guard, would be starting for them. However, due to an undisclosed knee injury, Journey Joseph, defensive mastermind, will take the starting nod. And we are underway here at the Lions Den as Brendan Paget has it up towards midcourt, looking for Jason Watts down low. He'll find Laurier instead on the outside. Back to Paget. Laurier finds it in the corner for a three. No. And that is rounded up and collected by #6, Nick Campbell. Definitely one of the centerpieces of this Sheridan Bruins offense, averaging over 20 points a game for the Bruins in these 4 games so far. Xavier Edwards tries to round it up off his foot out of bounds, and it will be Bruins basketball. No score about 30 seconds in. Nick Campbell with the inbound for the Sheridan Bruins. He on the outside is going to find that is #10, Jamar Parkinson. And Brendan Paget showing that defensive prowess of his own as Journey Joseph up on the fast break. The lay-in will miss. It is collected by #5, Terrell Carr, who will pull up, shoot from the top of the key. No good, pulled down by Xavier Edwards. Outlet pass to Journey Joseph. Journey finds Keith Laurier in the corner. Laurier trying to work his magic on the baseline. And that is rounded up again by #5, Terrell Carr of the Sheridan Bruins. Trying to work on the fast break of their own. They're going to roll off of Laurier's hand last, and it is Bruins basketball. Minute 08 gone here in the opening frame. No score so far. Nick Campbell with the inbound pass. #5 now, Terrell Carr. Looks to the top of the paint. That is #12, Tremaine Hibbert with the miss. And the putback is up and in. Bruins are on the board. They strike first. Minute and a half gone here in the opening frame, as the Lions will look to counter offensively, and we're seeing a fast-paced game from them as Keith Laurier, the athletic rookie from West Humber, hands it off to Xavier Edwards. He puts it up. That'll miss. Collected by #12, Jermaine Hibbert. #6, Nick Campbell for the Sheridan Bruins. Terrell Carr looks to drive. Instead, he will find Campbell in the corner, launches a three. That misses. Xavier Edwards pulling it down. Hands it off to Brendan Paget, who will get this offense going. Recently named the OCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Week. And with the week he's having so far, could add to that list of accolades once those results come out later on in the week as Keith Larrier drives. That'll miss. Terrell Carr on the opposing drive now for the Bruins, lays it in. It is 4-0 for the Sheridan Bruins. Little over 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thanks to those joining us on the Video Show Network, the inaugural broadcast of Lambton Lions men's basketball. Inaugural of what we hope will be many of them. Is that the word, Dave Burrows? Do we hope to do many of these?
That is the word. There's a few that I'm going to have to miss due to some Sarnia Sting games, but maybe we can teach you how to do this if I'm not here.
Xavier Edwards is fouled on the putback. He's going to go to the line for repair. That foul being attributed to Tremaine Hibbert, the fourth-year forward out of Brampton.
You know, it's nice to see a lot of support here for both the teams here tonight, Tony, and, you know, there's a full room here at Lambton College.
First free throw from Xavier Edwards will miss. Second free throw from Edwards is in, and the Lions are on the board with a single point so far. As number 43, Jason Watts, keeps it in bounds. Larrier with the cross-court pass to number 7, Journey Joseph finds Jason Watts in the corner, looking for the trade. No, Xavier Edwards with the O-board, though. Back out to Brendan Paget, the multi-year OCAA All-Star. Looking to get things going offensively. Larrier for the three. That'll miss as well. Pulled down by number 5, Terrell Carr, who will start the drive for the Sheridan Bruins. Brendan Paget dispossesses him on the fast break. Here we go. Paget goes up, and that is in. Terrell Carr looking to counter very quickly for the Sheridan Bruins. Loose ball is rounded up. Jump ball. Possession arrow rules in favor of the Sheridan Bruins. 3.5 minutes gone. It is 4-3. Bruins lead it. Number 21, Navdeep Deol, has checked in for the Sheridan Bruins. Definitely a threat from the outside. Averages 6 three-point attempts per game. Hits a little bit more than 3 of them. On the outside, that is Terrell Carr looking to drive, lane closed for him. Back out to Nick Campbell. 20 points per game. The three is missed. Journey Joseph tries to pull it down. Takes a hand in the face. They're going to rule Lions basketball here. Journey trying to shake off that hand in the face. Seems to be doing okay. Inbound pass to Xavier Edwards, handed off back to Journey Joseph and over to Keith Larrier. The dynamic rookie forward has had a very impressive first season as Brendan Paget from the corner. The three will miss. Navdeep Deol pulls it down for the Bruins. And Nick Campbell looks to drive. The lay-in will miss. Lions bench looking for the charge call on that, but instead Nick Campbell is going to go to the line for a pair. Fresh legs will come on for the Lambton Lions. Journey Joseph will take a seat. Number 10, Dwayne Lambert-Cador will check into the game. First free throw from Campbell is good. And he goes 2 for 2. 20 points per game this season so far for Nick Campbell. He's looking to increase that average as the afternoon goes on, as the inbound to Brendan Paget will be handed off to Keith Larrier. Intense full court press being put on by the Sheridan Bruins defensively. The handoff to Xavier Edwards at the baseline. He looks to go up. They're going to rule travel. And there's not a single person in the building who agrees with that call, but the call will stand. It is Bruins basketball. Choice by the public address system this afternoon. I think trying to send a not-so-subtle message, Dave.
Yeah, well, I think reminds me a little bit of Sting hockey once in a while, Tony.
You'll get it from time to time. John Avery's checked into the game now for the Sheridan Bruins. Now deep deal, always a threat from deep, but Nick Campbell will drive. He is dispossessed. Larrier on the fast break, hands it to Dwayne Lambert-Cador. Back up for Keith Larrier. Excellent work by the rookie. He's on the board with a pair. Number 4 pulls up. That is A.J. Thompson with the miss for the Sheridan Bruins. Dwayne Lambert-Cador brings it back up for the Lambton Lions now. He finds Jason Watts under the net, number 43. He's on the board as well, the third-year forward out of Detroit. Nick Campbell holds it now for the Sheridan Bruins out to Navdeep Deol. That is number 3. John Avery with the miss, out to Navdeep Deol. Surprised he didn't shoot there, to be honest. Always a threat from deep. Might be looking to fire one here as the Lions bench is fired up on defense. Violation there. It is Lambton Lions basketball. Halfway through the first quarter, 7-6. Lambton Lions have taken the lead. And the rookie Keith Larrier will inbound it across court to Brendan Padgett. Dwayne Lambert-Cador proving to be a very valuable sixth man for the Lions so far in this young season. Lambert-Cador looks to drive instead. Back out to Padgett, finds Watts for 3. Yes! Jason Watts on the board with 5 points in the first 5 minutes of this contest. A.J. Thompson looks to pull up for the Sheridan Bruins. The putback will miss as well. And A.J. Thompson goes to pull it down. Brendan Padgett called for the reach-in.
Well, the Lambton Lions certainly pulling out an aggressive game here. I think they knew coming into this tonight, they were like, we just got to keep going strong here, and they're certainly not backing down.
It's an aggressive Bruins team. You got to fight fire with fire. Pass out to Nick Campbell. Nick Campbell is dispossessed, and Keith Larrier will bring it back up now. Keith Larrier! And the Lions the 3 will miss. Excellent work by Avery to try and keep it in bounds. However, the effort fails. It is Lambton Lions ball.
There's certainly a lot of excitement and support here for the Lambton Lions here tonight. Just under 4 minutes to go in the rest. 12-6 right now. And Tony, what an exciting game going on here.
Certainly an exciting team to watch. Keith Larrier, a very exciting player to watch, and you see why.
Although many things can change very quickly in a game like this.
Jaquan Barrett-Smith has checked into the game now for the Lions, and the Sheridan Bruins looking to counter. Navdeep Deol looks to drive. In the paint, he finds 2. Jaquan Barrett-Smith missed last night's game with an injury. He pulls up, shoots, and that'll miss. Number 4, A.J. Thompson collects it, and now the Sheridan Bruins looking to find. There's Navdeep Deol looking for 3. Expect him to try and attempt a lot of those this afternoon. That first one will fail, though. We're going to say out of bounds, and it is Bruins basketball. Xavier Edwards and Journey Joseph will check back in. Keith Larrier, the rookie, will take a seat for the first time this afternoon. Very good effort from him in the opening frame. Number 30 for the Sheridan Bruins, that is Samuel Odzenma with the miss on the 3. Finds Deol on the outside. Back to Odzenma. At midcourt, Dwayne Lambert-Cador trying to get things going for them. They're saying over and back for the Bruins, and it is Lions basketball. Lambert-Cador finds Journey Joseph. Back out to Lambert-Cador. Brendan Padgett looking to drive. Goes through a trio of defenders. Trying to anyway. Instead, he'll find Xavier Edwards under the net. They're going to say that was clean. but remains Lions basketball. 2:37 remaining on the clock here in the opening quarter. 12-8 Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins here on TVSN. Thanks for joining us on this inaugural Lions broadcast, as the three from Lambert Cador will miss. Brought back up by number 30, Samuel Ozenma. Jordy Joseph, the defensive mastermind, with the seal. The outlet pass to Lambert Cador. The lay-in is good. Excellent finger roll from Lambert Cador, extending the Lions' lead to 6. That is number 25, Javon Grant Lake, with the putback, bringing the lead back down to a 2-possession game. Xavier Edwards looks to go up and in from the baseline. Excellent work by the centerin out of Detroit, Michigan. Ozenma to the top of the key for number 23, Justice William Alfaro. Xavier Edwards double-teamed, and it is turned over. Navdeep Diol from long range. That'll miss as well. Usually a threat from there, but he's missed a pair of them here in the first quarter now. Dwayne Lambert Cador bringing it up now for the Lions. Cross-court pass back to Lambert Cador. Xavier Edwards on the baseline. Gonna say it went off his hand, and that is Bruins basketball. Jason Watts will take his first rest of the afternoon, and the rookie Tyvell Peters will check into the game now, number 15 for the Lions. Brandon Paget will take a seat as well, and that is number 11, Bruno Ponde, seeing his first action of the afternoon. Navdeep Diol. Inlet pass to number 23, Justice Williams. He has 4 here in the opening quarter. High-pressure defense from the Sheridan Bruins this afternoon so far, as Xavier Edwards looks to go up. He's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Brandon Paget being called to the scorekeeper's table. He will check back into the game. Keith Larrier will as well, as Xavier Edwards goes to the line. His first attempt is good. Second one from Edwards. He's 2 for 2. 3 for 4 here in the opening quarter. Xavier Edwards will take a seat. They'll go with the smaller lineup here for the final 45 seconds of the opening frame. Navdeep Diol was thinking deep. Instead, he'll hand it off to Ozenma. Keith Larrier almost had the steal there, but the Bruins come up with it again. There goes Diol, great perimeter shooter, but he misses as well. Still trying to find his stride this afternoon. Outlet pass to Jordy Joseph. Was looking for the foul, won't get it, but they're going to say Lions basketball. Brandon Paget now has it at the arc. He'll drive, tries to lay it in. That is pulled down by Javon Grant Lake. Terrell Carr's checked back into the game for the Bruins. That is Ozenma, who looks for the long 2. That won't go. And Brandon Paget collects it. Hands it off to Keith Larrier, looking to drive. 1 second to go. That shot won't count. And after 10 minutes of play, 18-14, the Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins in what I thought was going to be a high-scoring affair, but really defensive prowess is proving to be the name of the game here, Dave.
An impressive first quarter for sure, and, you know, honestly, even with Sheridan seemingly prepared, they seem quite rattled out there by the fact that the Lions have the lead here right now. They seem like they were struggling to get control of that ball, and obviously the Lambton Lions not really leaning back or taken off the gas pedal at all in that first quarter.
Don't expect that to happen at any point in this game. It's a very intense Lambton Lions team. We'll take a very brief timeout here. Thanks for watching on the Video Show Network. 18-14, Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. Second quarter action coming up momentarily.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a moment. We want to say thanks to our friends at Blackwater Coffee Company, located in downtown Sarnia on Christina Street. Thanks for their support. Visit them online at blackwatercoffee.ca. I'm David Burrows. My friend Tony Francis for the Video Show Network. We shall return.
And we're back here on the Video Show Network. Just about 50 seconds gone here in the second quarter, and the Lions have jumped out to a 23-14 lead on a tray from Journey Joseph and a putback from Brendan Paget. Bruins basketball. A little bit of miscommunication on the inbound pass is going to result in a Lambton Lions possession, as Journey Joseph will inbound it. Looking for his man, finds Keith Larrier. It's intercepted by Nick Campbell. The lay-in will miss. They're going to say foul on Brandon Paget, and Campbell will go to the line for a pair.
Say hello to everybody who's watching. Wherever you're watching from, we hope you're live on our website, tvsn.ca, the Video Show Network. But we are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. So keep following us along. And my friend Tony Francis taking the lead here as the Lambton Lions leading right now, 23-14.
First free throw from Nick Campbell misses. Second attempt will fall for the leading scorer for the Sheridan Bruins this season, Nick Campbell. 20.3 points per game on the drive. That is good, and he'll go to the line for one more. Keith Larrier. Free throw from Larry is up and good. He'll complete the three-point play. He's got 8 points on the afternoon as the Bruins counter very quickly. That's number 2, Jamal Edwards, with his first points of the afternoon. He gets the tray. Journey Joseph with the inbound pass. And that is picked off. Number 6, Nick Campbell with the putback. And instantly the lead is evaporated. It's now 26-20. Brandon Paget getting triple teamed by the Bruins. Luckily maintaining his composure and getting some high fives from his fellow teammates on the court. Still waiting to hear what the ruling is. They are going to say a foul on the Bruins. Journey Joseph will inbound it for the Lions. He'll find Paget on the outside. Paget looks to drive.
Could you be a referee in this game, Tony? Would you want that job?
I don't think I want it today. Brandon Paget's got to be careful here.
Emotions definitely flying high out here today, Tony. I mean, there's a lot on the line. You know, the Lambton Lions have had a lot to prove this season so far and doing quite well. Coach James Grant having
a very animated conversation, and rightfully so. I think the referees forget sometimes that people aren't here to see them. They're here to see people play some basketball. But sometimes they like to make a spectacle out of themselves, and I'm wondering if this is one of those situations, because I think that was a little excessive. They're going to call that technical. All right. Number 4, A.J. Thompson will go to the line for a pair and Bruins possession here. First one falls for Thompson. Two for A.J. Thompson. You know, Dave, I try to be objective in these situations, but it's easier said than done.
Well, and it's easy to see why a coach could get upset. I mean, the number 2 doesn't
I'm upset.
sound like
I'm not even on the team.
It doesn't sound like a big number, but I mean, it just jumped from 26 to 22 here, and that could be the difference of a win or a loss here in tonight's game.
Number 15. That's James Carlin, who's checked into the game for the Sheridan Bruins. He's fouled going up. He'll go to the line for 2. First attempt is good for James Carlin, number 15. Second one is up as well, and we are now down to a 2-point contest here in the second quarter. 26-24, Lions with the very slender lead. And a very aggressive defensive style being shown by the Sheridan Bruins all afternoon so far. Journey Joseph looks to drive, though. He'll go up, looks for the foul, doesn't get it. But the lay-in is good for Journey Joseph. A very good second quarter for him so far. Nick Campbell hands it off to number 2, Jamal Edwards with the tray. He's got 5 here in the second quarter. Laurier dispossessed, and now Nick Campbell has it for the Bruins. Looking to extend the lead. That won't fall. It is brought down by Bruno Ponde. On the fast break now, they'll look to collect themselves. The Lambton Lions cross-court pass to Journey Joseph. Jason Watts in the corner looking for the tray. Excellent work by Jason Watts from beyond the arc. Loves parking in that corner spot to take those trays. He's hit a couple of them this afternoon. Lead is back in the hands of the Lambton Lions. 30-27. They lead the Sheridan Bruins. 7:25 to go here in the second quarter here on the Video Show Network.
Well, there's certainly no time to be fussing too long over some of these calls. I mean, you do have to get over very quickly, and obviously the Lambton Lions showing that by, you know, a little bit of emotion out there. Well, a little bit, I'll say it. There's a lot of emotion going on out there, but when a game moves that fast, I mean, there's no time to really sit around and cry about what's going on that you don't like.
No, you got to round up your emotions real quick, and, you know, sometimes wearing your heart on your sleeve can be a little detrimental.
For sure. Well,
however, you know what? Head coach James Grant, as emotional as he can be as well.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the guys grounded, and you see, going back to fundamentals here. He's got the clipboard out and the marker.
Well, I know talking to James Grant, I know you've had him on CHOK there several times. There's certainly a big passion going on this year, and this is really a big year for the Lambton Lions compared to years past. No lip reading going on here, Tony.
I wish I knew sometimes based on some of the conversations you'll see on the court.
You mean by the coach or the ref? Or I don't know.
Well, just about everybody involved, Dave. Dwayne Lambert-Cador back in the game now for the Lambton Lions. Journey Joseph, Keith Laurier, Jason Watson, Xavier Edwards all on the floor now for Lambton College. Journey Joseph will bring it up. Hands it off to Jason Watts. Looks for another tray. That will miss. It's going to go off the framework above the backboard. And it is Bruins basketball. Going to be brought up now by number 5, Terrell Carr. Terrell Carr was thinking 3 for a moment. Nick Campbell will instead find number 2. That's Jamal Edwards, who pulls up at the top of the key. That won't go, and Keith Larrier pulls it down. Dwayne Lambert-Cador now quarterbacking the play. Finds Keith Larrier. Back out to Lambert-Cador. Jason Watts in the corner for another tray. That's his third one of the Michigan. Terrell Carr with the lay-in from the top of the key. Lambert-Cador being pressed hard. He'll find a streaking Keith Larrier, who will in turn try to hand it off to Jason Watts, off his hands and out of bounds. Bruins basketball, and what has been an incredible back and forth contest here. 33-29. Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins. 6:26 to go here in the opening half. Tyvel Peters is in the game now for the Lambton Lions. A wide open number 11. That is Carlo Dubria with the miss. Shot clock is down to 3. Dubria with the handoff. Looks at number 12. That's Tremaine Hibbert, the starting forward, who's fouled as the shot clock expired. He'll go to the line for 2. First one from Hibbert will fall short. Second one from Tremaine Hibbert. That will miss as well. The box out fails, and the Bruins retain possession as Nick Campbell fails on the lay-in. Instead, number 15 from the top of the paint. That is James Carlin with the long 2. Inbound pass, Larrier to his former West Humber teammate Tyrell Peters, now teammates here at Lambton College. Xavier Edwards looks to throw it into Jason Watts. The alley-oop comes up just short. Bruins on transition now. That is number 2, Jamal Edwards with the tray. His second one here in the quarter. And immediately back to work on defense. A very aggressive one by the Sheridan Bruins. Lambert-Cador now with the ball for the Lions. Finds Tyvel Peters. Back out to Lambert-Cador. Back out to Peters once again. He'll look to drive baseline. Pulls up, shoots. That's short. Bruins look to retaliate here. Now they hold the 1-point lead. Nick Campbell drives. Lambert-Cador looking to go coast to coast. The lay-in won't go. The putback from Watts will though. Tyvel Peters collects it on the Bruins miss. Lambert-Cador with it now. Slowing things down, changing the pace a little bit here. Very fast-paced Bruins offense. Countered by a Lions offense taking a little bit more time than we expected. Tyvel Peters back out to Lambert-Cador. Finds a wide open Keith Larrier, the rookie, for 3. Off the backboard, and now that's Jamal Edwards streaking down the court. Play broken up by Dwayne Lambert-Cador. It will remain Bruins basketball. 35-34, Lambton Lions lead at 4:15 remaining in the second quarter. Dave, I hope you're not bored. This has been an exciting game.
I'm trying to keep up with the scores here on the production side. And wow. Less than 5 minutes to go. There's certainly no lack of anything for you to talk about here, Tony.
Number 2, Jamal Edwards hits his first free throw. Second attempt from Edwards will go as well. Very good second quarter for him. He's got 10. Lambton Lions now, the pass almost broken up. Dwayne Lambert-Cador is able to corral it. They're going to say travel. Not sure I agree with that. I don't even think he had possession of the ball. Hard to tell from the vantage point here, but maybe the folks at home will be able to correct me on that one.
Well,
off the hand of Tyvel Peters trying to break up that play. It will be Bruins basketball. 3:54 to go in the second quarter. Navdeep Diol has checked back into the game for the Bruins. He has the inbound pass. That'll find its way out to Jamal Edwards. Cross-court pass back to Diol. Instead, it is number 25, Grant Lake, who takes the shot. Rounded up now by the Lions as Journey Joseph is back in the contest. Bruno Ponde has checked in as well. Dwayne Lambert-Cador, Tyvel Peters, and Jason Watts round out the 5 on the court for Lambton College. Jason Watts in the corner was thinking 3. Instead finds its way around the horn to Journey Joseph, who launches along 2. That'll miss. Tyvel Peters was thinking 3 as well. His pass is intercepted. And that is number 11. Carlo Dubria with the miss. Very quick turnaround here for the Lions in transition as Jason Watts. Leading scorer this afternoon for the Lambton Lions. He's got 15. Pull up mid-range shot by number 24. That is Solomon Gamfi. And Tyvel Peters with a strong effort. However, that'll go off the woodwork, and it is Bruins basketball. Rounded up now by Journey Joseph. The outlet pass to Tyvel Peters. Pulls up, and he is rounded up by number 24, Solomon Gamfi. Back out to Solomon, and that is number 25 finishing it off, Javon Grant Lake. 2:16 to go here. Timeout is called. 39-37. Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions here on the Video Show Network. We'll take a very short break. We'll be right back.
Once again, thanks to our friends Blackwater Coffee Company here in Sarnia, supporting us here tonight as well. Check them out online at blackwatercoffee.ca. My friend Tony Francis and myself, David Burrows, we will be back with more Lambton Lions men's college basketball.
And we're back, 2:16 to go. Lambton Lions trail the visiting Sheridan Bruins 40-37 as Journey Joseph back in the game now. Looks to find Xavier Edwards at the baseline. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for a pair. Has been very effective from the line this afternoon. First one from Xavier Edwards is good. Keith Larrier will check back into the game for the Lions. Second free throw attempt from Xavier Edwards will fall as well. He's hit 5 of them this afternoon. 5 for 6 from the line. Bruno Ponde will take a seat for the Lions. Sheridan Bruins looking to extend their 1-point lead. Nick Campbell pulls up and does exactly that. The lead now 3 once again. With just under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Foul was called. Journey Joseph is going to go to the line now for Lambton College. First one from Joseph is up and in. 6 points now for him in the second quarter. That's number 11, Carlo Dubria on the fast break for the Sheridan Bruins. The lead now up to 4. It's a two-possession game as Keith Larrier, the dynamic rookie for the Lambton Lions, looks to drive. The putback from Jason Watts is good. 2-point game once again. And here comes the loud Lambton Lions bench looking to throw off the game here as the action gets real close to the announcer's table. You think you want courtside seats, Dave. That's the thing. You think you want them.
I was nervous earlier today when I got here, but that's just, we're going to have to talk to, yeah.
Journey Joseph with the inbound pass. It's collected by him once again. Back out to Keith Larrier. Larrier looks to drive. That's up and in. We are tied with a minute to go. Dispossessed by Journey Joseph, the defensive mastermind. The finger roll won't fall for him. The injured Jason Marshall on the bench for the Lambton Lions pleading.
He's in the game.
Well, certainly giving his advice to the officials this afternoon, as everyone tends to do from the sidelines. Back out, that is number 10, Jamar Parkinson. The three will miss. Xavier Edwards pulls it down. And Dwayne Lambert-Cador slowing it down here. 33 seconds to go. They'll want to get a shot off here before they get to the 24-second mark. Try and get last possession here in the half. Jason Watts, Xavier Edwards, pardon me, calls for it in the corner. Used to usually seeing Watts in that spot. That is Nick Campbell looking away. Now on the drive, that is Journey Joseph back out to Dwayne Lambert-Cador. Down to 5 seconds on the clock. They'll look to get one last shot off the rookie Keith Larrier. That'll miss, but it'll go to the line. They're going to rule. He was outside the arc. He might get 3 of them here. Trent Sinden will check into the game for the last couple of seconds here of the quarter, of the half.
It really couldn't come at a better time here with a tied score. It's
well, it's nice to go to the locker room looking up at the scoreboard and seeing you being on the correct side of it, as the first one for Larrier will fall. Second free throw from Keith Larrier. They're going to rule 2 for him. And the buzzer beater is nothing but air. And what a thrilling first half we've had here at the Lions Den. A very competitive, very back-and-forth matchup. And the Lambton Lions on the right side of the scoreboard right now. 46-44, Lambton Lions lead the visiting Sheridan Bruins here this afternoon.
And some close calls, and I'm not just talking about the score right now.
But, just one. Our lives are only endangered once. That's okay.
Well, the next part of this game,
a couple of those.
It's going to be some more excitement going on, and I'm going to go put the billboard up in front of us here before the next. All
right, we'll take a break for the rest of halftime here. We'll join you again in about 14 minutes' time. Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins 46-44 in OCAA men's basketball action here on the Video Show Network.
All right, well, welcome back. Second half here, Lambton Lions taking on the Sheridan Bruins, and currently Lions ahead by 2 points, 46-44. One word describes that: wow.
This has been a fun one, to say the least, and I got to tell you, this weekend for Keith Larrier, the rookie out of West Humber, it has been an incredible one. Watch him in the second half, number 23. Very agile, very good defensively, has a lot of scoring prowess, a lot of range, and he has certainly shown that this afternoon, the high flyer.
Well, you always wonder, too, when, you know, in hockey in between periods and here in between anything, what the conversation was in the locker room and what kind of things we're going to see different out here. I guess we'll find out.
We cordially invite you next Saturday afternoon when St. Clair College comes to town, here to the Lions Den. Coincidentally, the Sheridan Bruins' next game is tomorrow afternoon at St. Clair. As number 6, that is Campbell with the miss. And the putback is good. That is number 12, Tremaine Hibbert. Journey Joseph looking for some help to inbound it to. Instead, that is rounded up by number 4. That's A.J. Thompson. Very good defensively as well, and he lays it in, and all of a sudden, 48-46. What was once a 2-point lead is now a 2-point deficit. A.J. Thompson with the pick again, and Journey Joseph is down at the far end. And he is injured. Blow the whistle, guys. Blow the whistle. And some rough play between Campbell and Larrier there. Journey Joseph down on the floor, and he is in pain. Assistant coach Keith Consism coming out to check on Journey Joseph, number 7 for the Lambton Lions. Appears to be the right leg that he's favoring. And Journey's going to check out of this one for reasons obvious. He appears to be in a lot of pain. We're certainly hoping for the best for him. That is number 10, Dwayne Lambert-Cador, that's going to check into the game for him. Dwayne Lambert-Cador will inbound it for the Lions. Keith Larrier finds Brendan Paget on the outside. That is Lambert-Cador looking for 3. That'll miss. Pulled down by number 6, it's Nick Campbell. 20 points per game this season for the Sheridan Bruins. Number 5 with the miss, that is Terrell Carr, the starter, who misses. Foul away from the ball. It's going to be Lions basketball. Lambert-Cador inbounds it. That is Brendan Paget now. Lambert-Cador quarterbacking the play. Finds Brendan Paget. He'll look to drive. Feeds Keith Larrier, who finishes it off. Brendan Paget hands it off to Lambert-Cador. Back to Paget. Back out to Lambert-Cador. Lambert-Cador and Paget playing hot potato, but cross-court pass to Keith Larrier. Now he'll launch the 3. That'll miss. And Nick Campbell rounds it up and keeps it inbounds for the Bruins. Nick Campbell looking to go coast to coast. He pulls up. That will miss as well. Keith Larrier pulls it down now for the Lions. Lambert-Cador bringing it up now. Across to Larrier. Larrier was looking down low at Paget. Instead, he'll hand it back off to Cador. There's Paget looking for 3. That won't go. Pulled down by number 4, A.J. Thompson for the Sheridan Bruins. That is Terrell Carr, who pulls up. That will miss. Keith Larrier with another rebound. Jason Watts back in for the Lions. Back to our starting 5. Xavier Edwards, Brendan Paget, Jason Watts, Keith Larrier, and Dwayne Lambert-Cador in for the injured Journey Joseph as Jason Watts and one. Jason Watts will attempt one here. And the free throw will miss off the hand of Nick Campbell. Not sure what he's arguing about, but it is Lions basketball. Crystal clear that it went off of him last. And Dwayne Lambert-Cador will find Jason Watts calling for it in the paint. He finishes it off. Excellent work by Jason Watts. He has 21. Terrell Carr back out, and Nick Campbell with it now. 20 points per game this season, and he looks to find the tray, and he does. That is Nick Campbell with 3. Puts him in double digits for the afternoon as the inbound to Lambert-Cador finds Larry Aim back to a driving Brandon Paget. He's dispossessed. And they're going to call a foul on number 12, Tremaine Hibbert. Looked like a clean dispossession, but nonetheless it will be Lambton Lions basketball here. It's a one-point game if you're just joining us. 52-51 Lambton Lions lead the Sheridan Bruins here at the Lions Den. A little bit of miscommunication on the inbound pass here. It will remain Lions ball. They seem to be set now. Keith Larrier hands it over to Brandon Paget. Back over to Larrier. Back to Lambert-Cador. He looks for a tray. That won't fall. They're going to say off the hand of Xavier Edwards. Bruins basketball. Number 5, Terrell Carr now bringing it up for the Sheridan Bruins. He'll find Nick Campbell just beyond the arc. Terrell Carr has it now as the Lions bench looks to rally this Lions defense. Nick Campbell once again with the crossover, gets around Lambert-Cador. He drives, that won't go. Pulled down by Jason Watts. All over the floor this afternoon. Loses his balance, it's kept in bounds as Lambert-Cador feeds Xavier. Rallying this Lions Den crowd. And he pulls down the board at the other end. Lambert-Cador with the outlet pass to Brendan Paget. He goes up for 2. That won't go. Off the hand of Jason Watts. Bruins basketball. Very exciting third quarter here so far.
Is that the word?
Might be a bit of an understatement, but it's the word I came up with for now.
Wow.
I think it's very, very appropriate.
There's certainly, yeah. What do I know?
Number 3, John Avery's checked into the game for the Sheridan Bruins, as has number 2, Jamal Edwards. And that will be A.J. Thompson with the miss in the paint. Usually a little more efficient from that, but he has had his struggles this afternoon, it seems, as Keith Larrier has it now. He looks to drive. Xavier Edwards trying to collect on the dispossession. Instead, A.J. Thompson on the fast break hands it over. That is number 3, John Avery, who was rejected, but A.J. Thompson puts it back. He'll go to the line. Jaquan Barrett-Smith will come into the game for Dwayne Lambert-Cador. Missed last night with an injury. Glad to see him back in the lineup as number 4, A.J. Thompson, completes the three-point play now. Pass going over Paget's head. It's going to be Bruins basketball. We are not at 54-54 halfway through the third quarter. Sheridan's been used to the blowouts all season long. The Lambton Lions having none of it today. Number 21, Navdeep Deol has checked in for the Sheridan Bruins, a threat from long range, although not very effective this afternoon. That's number 3, John Avery with the lay-in. Pass goes out of bounds off of Navdeep Deol. That is going to be Lions basketball. Jaquan Barrett-Smith will inbound it. He finds Brendan Paget in the backcourt. Keith Larrier was looking down low, looking across court now. He'll find Brendan Paget. Jason Watts cutting down low, but Paget's going to drive. That'll miss. Paget pulls down his own rebound, goes back up and in. Excellent put back by the OCAA All-Star Brendan Paget. Navdeep Deol was thinking 3 instead. He will find number 2. And that's number 3, John Avery, putting it up. Number 12, Jermaine Hibbert with the putback, won't go. And instead, A.J. Thompson will finish it off. Almost intercepted. Instead, they are going to rule Lions basketball here. Same one as a push by number 2, Jamal Edwards. Or pardon me, the 2 call was on Jaquan Barrett-Smith. It's going to be Bruins basketball. Now Jamal Edwards, the other number 2 for the game, has checked in for the Bruins. Down low, that is Tremaine Hibbert who finishes it off. Very aggressive full court press by the Sheridan Bruins. Lambton Lions navigate around it though, and now that's Dwayne Lambert-Cador back in the contest. Larrier hands it off to Paget in the corner. Back out to Larrier. That's going to go over the half-court line. Over and back is ruled. It is Bruins basketball. And timeout is called. We'll take a short one as well. 3:48 to go here in the third quarter. 60-56. Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions in OCAA men's basketball action. Condors. Far cry from yesterday's contest if you were here with the Conestoga Condors. 101-63, the Lions win in a blowout. Well, I don't think we're going to see that from either side today.
I think it's safe to predict that it's going to be a close game. I mean, the gas pedal is still strong on both of these teams, and you know, one of the players injured here as well.
Journey Joseph has checked out of the game with a right leg injury of some kind. Currently getting treatment on the sideline here. His status for this game is unknown.
One thing we know about basketball and what we're seeing here today is, what do they say? That pendulum can swing rather quickly. So nobody's out of the game here yet, that's for sure. Curious to see what kind of a strategy we're going to see.
Stamina could come into play here. The Lions played last night. The Sheridan Bruins playing on 10 days rest. Their last game was November 8, a 110-66 win against the University of Toronto at Mississauga. As Keith Larrier collects the rebound, he's back in the game for the Lambton Lions. Was thinking of going cross-court to Jason Watts, but too much traffic. He'll bring it across court and finds Dwayne Lambert-Cador. Hands it back to Larrier. Watts looks to cut down low. Paget goes up. No foul called. Refs putting the whistles away this time.
Interesting.
I expected 3 foul calls by now in that sequence.
Is that a makeup?
I'm not sure. Whistles were a little too quiet there, if you ask me, but...
Well, Sheridan...
They're going to rule last touch by the Bruins. And it's Lions basketball.
Not happy there with that, that's for sure.
I think the pendulum is swinging in the way of favorable calls here now. Perhaps making up for a less than desirable first half in the opinions of some. As Keith Larrier drives, he loses it. That's going to go out of bounds. It's Bruins ball. 2:58 remaining in the third quarter. 60-56. Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions as John Avery gets it again. He looks for the tray. Are they going to rule his foot on the line? Nope, they're not going to call that 3. Making a 7-point lead now for the Bruins, 63-56. Keith Larrier will sit. Bruno Ponde will check in now for the Lambton Lions. The pass is deflected, rounded up by the Bruins. That's number 4, A.J. Thompson. Finds John Avery. That'll miss. Out of bounds, Lions ball, and A.J. Thompson doesn't like the call one bit. Nobody on the Bruins bench likes the call, but the call is going to stand. Possession arrow, Lambton Lions. Jason Watts finds Brendan Padgett. Cross court to Jaquan Barrett-Smith, goes behind him, Bruins ball. Tyrell Peters will check back into the game, and Jaquan Barrett-Smith will take a seat. Tremaine Hebert pleading with the officials at the other end of the court, saying you got to reverse the call maybe? I'm not sure, but a little late for that. Maybe telling them to keep their eyes open. That's number 3, John Avery. Nothing but air there. Tremaine Hebert trying to round it up. He goes up. They're saying clean block by Jason Watts. Tyrell Peters feeds Brendan Padgett looking to go. No call. Saying a clean dispossession, Bruins ball. Javon Grant Lake checks into the game for A.J. Thompson for the Sheridan Bruins. And on we go. John Avery will bring it up. A threat from deep. He's attempted a few of them. Don't be surprised if he looks to go long here as well. Instead, that is Navdeep Deol, who misses again from 3. Usually he hits those, but just not happening for him this afternoon. Nonetheless, the Bruins still up by 7 in this contest. 63-56, Bruins lead the Lambton Lions as Lambert Cador looks to drive. That won't go, no call either. Looks to get back pick. Quick, Brendan Padgett with the interception, feeds Lambert Cador. The finger roll is up and in. Excellent work by the 6-man Dwayne Lambert Cador. Here come the defense chants from the Lambton Lions bench, looking to rally them and get them back into this contest, which could be easily done. However, the 3 will miss from Jamal Edwards.
Well, they need to keep things moving here. I mean, that was the first 2 points we've seen in quite a long time in this part of the game. The score stayed the same for a while, so.
Relatively speaking, considering the score, it's been a bit of a defensive lockdown. I figured both teams would have 300 points by now based on how they've been scoring this season. Tyrell Peters looks to drive. It's up. That won't go. He's going to go to the line for 2, though, and is slow to get up. Looks like he took a shot to the face there, however. Looks like he's going to shrug it off. Taking a shot in the nose of any kind, be it the hand or face or ball or whatever it is.
Yeah, come here, Tony.
Nope. Leads to some leaky eyes, but he seems to be shaking them off here. Tyrell Peters, first free throw.
Opportunity here.
That'll miss. Bruno Ponde offering a bit of encouragement for this second free throw. Second one from Peters will fail as well, and collected by number 23, Justice Williams, who is now in for the Bruins. A little bit of extracurricular activity down in the paint, resulting in Padgett on the floor. Waiting to see what the call is here. Looks like it's going to be Lions ball, though. Dwayne Lambert Cador lining up for the inbound.
Running out of time here to make a difference in this quarter. Less than a minute to go.
Feeding Brendan Padgett. He charges, was looking for the jam. No foul call either. Instead, he's going to get called for reaching in. Jason Watts looks perplexed at the other end of the floor, and rightfully so. When is a call going to go his way? Keith Larrier back in the game now. Bruno Ponde will sit down. Brandon Paget, after that foul, will take a seat as well. In a little bit of trouble with that this afternoon. Some of those calls agreeable, some of them not so much. That is Navdeep Diol in the paint, will fail. We're going to say Javon Grantlake pushed. He's shrugging his shoulders. He doesn't like the call. Not a lot of people liking calls this afternoon.
Including you, Tony.
I never said such a thing.
No.
Never would. No. Jason Watts to the line.
Opportunity here for Lambton Lions. Running out of time to make a difference.
Excellent work this afternoon from Jason Watts. He's got 22. Looking to make it 23 with another one here. Second free throw from Watts is up and it is good. Give him 6 in the quarter, 23 on the afternoon. 30 seconds to go, 63-60. Bruins lead it, and a tray from Terrell Carr extends the lead to 6 for the Bruins. Fast break now by the Lambton Lions. That's Keith Larrier. They're going to say offensive foul. Not sure the defender had the ground there, but we know the opinion of the Lions bench, that's for certain.
By the way, Tony, I brought lots of pens.
I'll just need you to round them up after the broadcast if that's okay. Thank you, Dave. Just got to make sure they don't go flying onto the court. 7 seconds remaining on the clock. That's number 25, Grant Lake, driving, trying to get one last shot off. Tybell Peters with the buzzer, the long range. That's off the backboard. And at the end of 3, the Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions 66-60 in what has been a very intense contest, and we expect nothing less in the fourth quarter.
Well, it should be an exciting fourth quarter for sure. I mean, like it's the last chance here for the Lambton Lions to keep going on their wins. Again, as the score is 66-60 in favor of the Sheridan Bruins. I'm David Burrows, my friend Tony Frangus here on the Video Show Network. We'll be back with Lambton Lions men's basketball.
Fourth quarter action now underway, 66-60. Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions. The pass from Lambert Cador intercepted and finished off by number 2, Jamal Edwards. Keith Larrier now looking to help retaliate for the Lions. That won't go. Rounded up by number 23, Justice Williams for the Sheridan Bruins. Nick Campbell back on the court for them now. The Bruins' leading scorer this season, over 20 points per game. That's number 5, Terrell Carr with the lay-in. The lead now up to 10 for the Bruins. Long pass to Xavier Edwards, who finds a streaking Jason Watts. He ends up on the floor. He's a little slow to get up. And the tray falls for number 2, Jamal Edwards. A very emphatic Sheridan Bruins fan base on hand here at the Lions Den as they've extended their lead to 13. which took no time at all. Just goes to show you how quickly things can happen in the game of basketball like that. .9:11 remaining in the fourth quarter, 73-60. The Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions here at the Lions Den. We invite you back here next Saturday afternoon when St. Clair comes to town to take on the Lions. Tyvel Peters feeds Keith Larrier in the corner. He looks for three. That won't go. And number two, Jamal Edwards collects it now for the Sheridan Bruins. Nick Campbell was thinking three. Instead, he's going to drive into the paint, tries to feed Justice Williams, and he'll finish it off. Brandon Padgett now bringing it across half court, feeds Xavier Edwards. He'll finish it. Excellent work by Xavier Edwards early on here in the fourth quarter. The deficit back to 13. Jamal Edwards tried to go up and under, but instead it will result in Lions basketball as it goes out of bounds. Jaquan Barrett-Smith will check in for Tyvel Peters for the Lambton Lions.
Well, I've got to take back. I'll tell you in a minute.
Brendan Padgett driving now. He looks to finish. That won't go. Pulled down by number 23, Justice Williams. Very quick on the transition. The Sheridan Bruins as Jamal Edwards with the tray, his second one of this early fourth quarter here. Brandon Padgett feeds Keith Larrier. He looks to go up and under. That won't go. Brendan Padgett with the putback. It's good. The OCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Week on the board here in the fourth quarter. Passes out of bounds. That'll result in Lions ball. 78-64. Sheridan Bruins lead the Lambton Lions.
You know when they say the last 90 seconds of basketball is all that matters, it's not true.
No, I would say the previous 38 and a half minutes probably matter as well. Had to do some quick math on the fly.
I'm thinking.
Jaquan Barrett-Smith back in the game now for the Lambton Lions, and underneath that is Jason Watts, who's fed the Lions' leading scorer this afternoon. Will go to the line for two more. He's got 23 this afternoon.
We'll have to point out the next home game here. We won't be able to be here to broadcast that game, but I know it'll be updated on Twitter, etc. So for those who are watching, but moving forward from that, we should be able to be here at all the home games here for the Lambton Lions.
Well, come and watch it in person. It's free admission. There's popcorn too.
And there's a lot of good excitement going on in here.
Very much so. Jason Watts, first free throw. That goes. Give him 24 on the afternoon. Brandon Padgett back in the game for the Lambton Lions. Two for two for Jason Watts. The third-year forward out of Detroit, Michigan. Very impressive afternoon for him. As John Avery was looking down low instead, he will feed Jamal Edwards on the outside. John Avery looks to drive. Instead, he is stripped. And that is Jaquan Barrett-Smith feeding a streaky Keith Larrier. They're going to roll the charge on him again. Not completely convinced that Nick Campbell had the ground there.
Those whistles definitely not working in his favor tonight.
I'm afraid that whistle's going to get worn out due to overuse this afternoon.
Well, and again, at a point here in the game, they really can't afford too many more of those whistles. They're running out of opportunity here with less than 8 minutes to go in this final quarter.
Justin Williams calling for a towel. Wet spot on the floor. We'll take a second to take care of that. Thank you to the official for assisting in that matter.
Well, that certainly can be tragic if you don't clean that up.
Injuries happen way too easily as it is in basketball. You don't need a wet court to exacerbate that. Nick Campbell has it for the Bruins now. Cross-court pass. Well, a couple of cross-court passes now ends up back in the hands of John Avery. And that is number 11, Carlo Dubria, with the tray. Laurier responds with the tray of his own. Tries to. That'll miss. Bruno Ponde can't get a hold of the putback, and the Bruins firing back very quickly here. John Avery across to Dubria. Dubria looking at the baseline. Instead, he's going to go back cross-court to John Avery. 5 on the shot clock as Dubria puts up the 3. Goes off the support work behind the backboard and out of bounds. Jaquan Barrett-Smith will take a seat. And Dwayne Lambert-Cador is in the contest, feeding Brendan Padgett, who feeds Keith Laurier. The lay-in won't go. Frustration mounting for the Lions, but they get it back once again. Padgett looking to take it into his own hands with a 3, and that won't go. Brought down by Tremaine Hibbert back in the contest for the Bruins. Dubria across to Hibbert. Hibbert pulls up. 2's good for him. Brandon Padgett bumped from behind. They're going to say foul. Ball comes over to the scorekeeper's table. Dave, unfortunately, that is not like in baseball. You can't keep that as a souvenir. It's got to go back on the court.
Oh, that sucks. I just don't want the ball near me, Tony.
Well, they're very quick to take care of that, as you can see.
They are. They're aware.
Brandon Padgett cross-court to Keith Laurier. He's looking for a tray. That won't go. Struggling in the second half a little bit from beyond the arc. Just need one to get that momentum going. Now Ponde is going to attempt one. That goes off the rim. Put back won't count, but Jason Watts will go to the line.
You can see the frustration out there of the Lambton Lions. They know they're running out of time here, and it's just getting broader and broader of the, or less of an opportunity as that score increases for Sheridan.
Jason Watts to the line for 2. First one goes. Second free throw from Jason Watts will fall as well. 4 for 4 from the line here in the fourth quarter for Jason Watts as Bruno Ponde disrupts that pass. Out of bounds off his hand. It will remain Bruins ball. It's number 6, Nick Campbell. He will inbound it. He's going to find number 12, Tremaine Hibbert. Back out to Nick Campbell. John Avery looks baseline. A.J. Thompson holding it now. He looks to drive down the baseline. Fighting for it. Nick Campbell finishes it off. Brendan Padgett has it now. Jason Watts in the corner. And now Keith Laurier takes an elbow to the head. I think we're going to get the foul call here, but of little solace if Laurier is going to come out of this game injured. Helped to his feet now by his teammates. Assistant coach Keith Consism coming out to check on his man. Laurier will take a seat temporarily, hopefully, as Shakur Seymour has checked into the game now for the Lions. Jermaine Hibbert looks to go up and under. The putback is good. We're going to rule that in the favor of A.J. Thompson. Brendan Paget now. Excellent behind the back dribble. He drives. And he will get the foul call and go to the line for a pair. Not going to lie to you, I was bracing for an offensive foul based on the way this afternoon's been going, but he'll get to draw a couple of free throws here. First one from Paget is good. OCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Week. He was named with that honor this past Wednesday. He's had a great weekend. Could possibly get that accolade again. That second free throw will miss, though. It is pulled down by Bruno Ponde. Looks to get a pair. That won't fall. It's Carlo Dubria now. Hands it off to Avery. Back to Dubria. Stops just outside of the paint. Nick Campbell feeds A.J. Thompson. He's looking for some help. Instead, he's going to drive, try and do it himself. Pulls up in the paint. That won't go. Outlet pass to Brendan Paget. He'll look to finish it off, and the finger roll is good. Closing that lead to 16 with 4 minutes to go. The Sheridan Bruins lead at 87-71. As a streaking Dubria misses on the free throw, on the lay-in, but Nick Campbell with the putback. Coaching staff telling the Lions to slow it down a little bit and regain some composure. Trent Sinden is in the game now. Dwayne Lambert-Cador will take a seat. With 3 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Time slipping away for the Lambton Lions. Brendan Paget looking for three. That won't go. Nick Campbell rounds it up now. Almost stripped there. Instead, it finds its way back out to Jamal Edwards with the tray. That is good. That's his third tray of the fourth quarter. Lead now up to 21 for the Bruins. Paget finds Watts at the top of the key. Now Trent Sinden in the corner being double-teamed. Cross-court pass to Bruno Ponde. Goes off his left hand and out of bounds. 3:08 to go. Bruins 92, Lions 71. Nick Campbell tries to find A.J. Thompson underneath. He rounds up the deflected pass, and A.J. Thompson will put it up and in. Got to imagine fatigue really setting in now since the Lions played an intense game yesterday. Going up against a tough Sheridan College team playing on 10 days rest as the miss from Brendan Paget, but Bruno Ponde with the putback. Jamal Edwards pulls up for three. That's going to go. He is absolutely on fire here in the fourth quarter. Jason Watts finds Sinden on the sideline. Here comes Dwayne Lambert-Cador looking for three. That won't go. Streaking Jamal Edwards lays it in as well. He's got 14 here in the fourth quarter. Very balanced attack from the Sheridan Bruins and very evident here as the fourth quarter starts to wind down. We are down to 2 minutes of play here, 101-71. Campbell puts in two as their scorekeepers try to get caught up here. The score went down 2 points. We're back up to 101. Still trying to get our bearings here, but
yeah. Well,
Bruno Ponde, the tray will miss from him. 101-73, the official score now on the
again. What do I know?
On the shot clock. Dwayne Lambert-Cador with the lay-in. That'll go. Trent Sinden with the steal, and that is once again Lambert-Cador with the three. That'll miss. Showing some truculence on defense, the Lambton Lions. Unfortunately, Might be a little too late here. 103-75. The Bruins lead the Lions. Minute 20 remaining here in the fourth.
But you have to give the Lions a lot of credit, though, Tony. I mean, we haven't seen them back off at any moment in this game. Certainly with the frustrations that are going on out there. And like you say, they've been playing a lot of basketball lately, so it's going to make for a tough day.
Well, it's compounded by the Bruins not playing a lot of basketball lately. I mean, this is only their third game this month.
Right.
Tyrell Peters back in the game now for the Lambton Lions. That is number 5, Terrell Carr with the lay-in. 105-75 now. Bruins lead it. Minute to go. Excellent tray by number 21, Tanunde Sila.
Down to the final minute.
Tyler Grievers with the rebound. He's in it now for the Lambton Lions. And this is Tyrell Peters driving. The great rookie unfortunately misses the lay-in. Tyler Grievers will go to the line for 2.
Well, I'm not sure, Tony. I wonder if we might have a chance to talk to Coach James Grant. We'll see if we can catch him going by, if he's up for it.
First free throw from Grievers will miss. First year 6'7" forward out of Woodstock, Ontario. Second free throw won't fall either. Collects his own rebound though. Unfortunately is stripped by Terrell Carr. He looks to go coast to coast. The finger roll is up and in. Seymour feeds Grievers down low. He's fouled, up and in, and one. That'll solicit some high fives from his teammates, as he'll look to avenge going 0 for 2 in that set of free throws just a moment ago. Grievers with the free throw. That will fall. .20 seconds remaining. And the Sheridan Bruins, that bench all on their feet. Lions getting ready to stand up as well, go through the ceremonial post-game handshake. And that's where it's going to finish as time winds down. The Sheridan Bruins 107, the Lambton Lions 81. As Lambton College's 3-game win streak will unfortunately come to an end, the Sheridan Bruins remain undefeated at 5-0. The rematch between these two teams will happen January 27th at Sheridan College.
Well, no lack of trying here tonight on the Lambton Lions' part, that's for sure.
No, it's certainly not valiant effort, but a very deep Sheridan Bruins team, a very well-balanced attack, and we saw that all afternoon, and just catching fire at the right time was Jamal Edwards, who had 14 points in the fourth quarter.
And again, you mentioned he was Player of the Week?
That'd be Brendan Padgett.
Brendan, sorry, yes.
Of the Lambton Lions, the OCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Week.
Well, we're going to continue broadcasting here. We possibly, let's see if Tony can see if Mr. Grant's up for a short interview, if he is. If not, we're going to stay around here for a few moments. Tony, I want to say thanks for coming out and helping us do the broadcast here tonight. We are looking forward to being here as many of the home games we can this year. A bit of a pilot project here this year. I know definitely next year, bigger plans to be when the new gym is created. We're going to be at all of the home games here for the Lambton Lions. And happy to say, too, that the Video Show Network, we are excited to be a part of the esports gaming. We've got some exciting things coming up with that. Are you a video gamer at all?
I can play Mario and Blades of Steel.
Blades
of Steel for the original Nintendo Entertainment System.
Wow. I'm still
four buttons on the whole controller and one directional pad there, Dave Burrows. That's the game I'm into.
I'm still Mario Kart and Mario Brothers. That's about as far as I go.
Mario Kart is far too advanced for me. I'm kidding. I like Mario Kart.
I don't know. I think you're smarter than you give yourself credit for.
Yep, unfortunately the Lions falling short here, 107-81. The Sheridan Bruins take it. They will move to 5-0. The Lambton Lions record will drop to 4-3 on the season. Their next game will be back here at the Lions Den Saturday, November 25th against St. Clair College when they come to town. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tip-off.
You want to do a quick chat with Tony or no? Yeah, sure. All right. He can't say no. Coach James Grant going to come on here with Tony Frangus.
Here, switch over onto the headset there. James, valiant effort tonight. I got to imagine fatigue was a factor in this one. You guys played a pretty intense game against Conestoga the night before, and Sheridan comes in with 10 days rest. How do you strategize in that situation?
You knew the pressure was coming. I think last night it would have been a little bit better if we could have extended the lead earlier and gave some of our more big-minute guys a little bit more rest, but we couldn't. Came in, we need that win against Conestoga, and we wanted to see where we were at against Sheridan, and I think for 3 quarters there, he played pretty good. Journey hurting his ankle. I think that that's going to be a tough one for us if Jason Marshall's out a bit longer, but we'll do it with what we can. We have a pretty deep roster of rookies, and they'll learn as we go, and it's not that bad of a thing today.
Got a week to prepare for St. Clair College. They're going to be here at the Lions Den pretty much around this time next Saturday afternoon. What lessons do we take from this one to get ready for 1 week's time?
Yeah, I think it shows the young guys that you can't just use our athleticism to be successful in this league. I think the runouts there, when we go to the rim, we'd miss a layup, they go back and score. It just happened all too often in that game, and I think St. Clair may be a better matchup in the sense that they don't bring pressure that going to stifle us and our offense. I think we'll be a little bit better prepared for that one.
James, I'll let you get to the locker room and go talk with the guys. Thanks for this.
Thank you.
Lambton Lions head coach James Grant commenting on this afternoon's game against the Sheridan Bruins. 107-81, the Bruins take this one over the Lambton Lions. Tough one to say the least, and I mean, all you could do is basically shrug this one off and move on to the next one. These things simply happen.
I'm impressed to see by, obviously, there's always a lot of support at home games, but when the travel team is bringing their own support as well. This gym was full here today, and I think that speaks volumes for the support and the excitement of Lambton College basketball. So we're looking forward to broadcasting the next one, but the next game is going to be here next Saturday, right?
St. Clair is going to be in town. Yep, 4 o'clock tip-off for the men, 2 p.m. for the women's game as well. They will also be playing St. Clair, so pop on by nice and early. It is free admission.
Perfect.
So come on over. We got pop, we got water, we got popcorn. Sometimes there's pizza.
There's pizza around here.
Lots of great seating as well. I mean, just about every seat is a good. There's not a bad seat in the house here.
There you go. Awesome. Well, Tony,
we got the worst seats in the house. I mean, we're in the corner and we could still see everything. So
there you go.
It speaks to the quality of the venue here.
Thanks everybody for watching us wherever you're watching. We are everywhere: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and just name it. We're even on Snapchat now. So we'll be broadcasting live. Some other things coming up in the next week as well. So go to our website, tvsn.ca, on the Video Show Network. I'm David Burrows and my friend Tony Frangus. Thanks for watching, everybody. Till next time. Bye for now.